What spoonerisms have you come up with? Dumb and Mad?
Mr. Rogers.
What spoonerisms have you come up with?
Mr. Rogers.
Scott, what does that say?
Crane Brook.
Brave Brook. Yes, yes.
Mr.
See,
Rogers.
I had to think for a sec. Brave Crook.
Mr. Rogers.
Brave Brook.
Sir.
Yeah, 2 new words. Anybody else?
You're ignoring me.
Have you got a question without calling out things? Anybody else? Yes, Natalie, isn't it? Yeah.
Are you going to be our normal teacher?
There aren't any normal teachers. Have you got? What's your question?
Can you tell us something about Australia?
Yeah, I can tell you stacks about Australia. At the moment, though, any spoonerisms? I'll come back to Australia later. Matt.
Candy bar.
Candy bar. Does anybody know what percent means? The term percent. Percent. Yeah. Out of 100. Okay. What can you think of a couple of words that begin with cent, but to do with 100? Put your hand up so I can see your voices. Yeah. Centurion. Thank you. Excuse me, Nathan. Nathan, come on. 4 on the floor. Thanks.
Can still hear you.
I'm sure you can, Nathan. It's class teaching time. Come on, 4 on the floor. Thanks. Any other word? Yeah.
Sure.
Reese.
Centipede.
Centipede. Yeah. Just out of the corner of my eye. I'm just about to get over. Oh, yeah. Okay, how's it going, Joe? All right? All right. And the note, thanks. The note.
I got.
The note. Ah, it's here. Oh, thank you. Oh, wow. Really?
Don't read it.
Pardon?
So don't read it.
Oh, go on, read it.
Don't read it.
Go on, read
The note?
it. Don't read it. So please don't.
Oh, settling down. Settling down. One of the reasons I really enjoy being in Mr. Rogers' class is that he wouldn't embarrass me by reading private correspondence. That's not bad. Nicely written too. There we go. Let's put it away. All right, how's it going, Joe? The most common scenario regarding challenging classes is what we've just seen. Lots of unfocused, annoying, distracting, irritating, and sometimes silly behaviours. It's important to remember, though, that with the frequency and generality of this behaviour, that right at the outset there is a potential 70% of students, and I work on this assumption with every class I teach, that 70% of the students are willing to work with their teacher, cooperate with their teacher, if the teacher is engaging, without being a tap dancer, engaging, confident, without being cocky, of course, respectful, and outside of that 70%, that 30%, the more challenging, annoying, irritating, distracting, and sometimes disruptive students, that 30% are much easier to work with if we can effectively lead and get that cooperation with the 70%. Now, that's beyond bad day syndrome, of course. What we're trying to develop here at the outset of the year is that positive habituation, that calming, settling and focus.